It was July 11th. The Cubs were facing the Giants, and me and my friend just happened to be he happened to be hitting the ball to me, tennis ball. It went under my leg, so I had to go run and catch it, go get it. It went under the bus, and next thing you know, I hear the crowd, and I look up, and I see the crowd all looking out. So next, I see the ball bounce, and I'm like, oh, it's probably out of the game. So I go run and catch it, and I'll just go show you the spot. It was over here. So I see the ball, and a whole bunch of people start going toward the gate, and I'm behind them, so I have to like hurry up and get there. Someone already goes through the door, so I see the ball sitting there on the grass over here. So I'm running behind everybody. Someone goes in through the door, so I can't go through the door. And I just walk up. The guy's coming, and right before he gets there, I reach my hand in and pick up the ball. And just started celebrating, going crazy because that was my first one.
Well, it looks a lot different now than it did back then because of the bleacher expansion. But June 24th, 2003, was a night game against the Brewers. And Sammy Sosa just come back from serving his suspension from doctoring his bat with a cork-like substance, so to speak. But it was early on. I think it was about the 5th inning or so. And it was night was just starting to fall, getting a little dark, the lights were kicking in, you could see the ball real clear. And I'm standing here, it's my usual spot. Wind was blowing out pretty good, and then pitch came in and crack, I mean you could hear it. And the ball just started shooting up, and it was right at me. And after doing this for many years, like I and a bunch of other guys had, you know when the ball's coming out. So I knew that one was coming out, and it was right at me, and I'm thinking, cool, this is going to be such an easy catch right at me. Maybe I'll have to move up a few steps. So I started to. Then all of a sudden I realized that ball is still going, and it is going. And I start to like watch it up here, and these trees here. Now, we've had balls go through the trees with the wind blowing out. I mean, that's a poke. This ball went over the trees. So I just started running back, because it was right over my head. And I'm just running and running and running. And then you hear this sound, the ball hitting the concrete and the pavement. And it bounced like up here. That's what I couldn't believe, how far it was going. But it kept going, it landed. It bounced right about here. We used to have it marked, and it's real faded. You might be able to pick it up at some point. We'll probably have to touch it up a bit.
I caught this ball outside of Wrigley in 2007, hit by Xavier Nady. What else?
Xavier Nady?
Xavier Nady.
Put it up a little.
It's a nice ball.
Very nice ball.
Thank you.
Bounced off a bus.
And what else?
I caught it.
Oh.
Which?
Oh, and then this other guy gave me a ball to throw back. And I threw it back, and the people at the top of the bleachers had to duck.
So let me get this straight.
And after I caught it, I was tweaking.
let me
I was like
straight.
freaking out. I didn't know what happened. That's it.
All right, what just happened?
I caught an Xavier Nady home run.
What happened? How did you do it?
Bounced off the bus from off the people, and then I just was right there.
Whose ball did you throw back in? You don't know whose ball it was?
But by this time, there had to be a crowd, a bunch of people still chasing after me. But everybody's coming running down the street, coming from over there, coming from this sidewalk. And the ball sort of skips over the cars So I dodged in between two cars, and I could still see it. And it bounced into this little fenced-in area, so I hopped over this. I could hear the crowd going crazy. I could hear the footsteps. Everybody's running here, and everybody's like, you know, patting me on the back. Hey, come on, way to go, Ken. Finally, I stand up and look, and the crowd is still going crazy. And I just couldn't believe it. I just stood here, and we're all like standing around. Wow. Then after the excitement dies down, talked to a few of the veterans, Mo and Rich. These guys have been out here forever. And they're out here when Kingman hit his blast. So we started talking about what was farther, this one or the Kingman blast. And Rich was out here for the Kingman blast, and Mo was for one of them as well. But one of the Kingmans hit this house right here, and then another one like landed somewhere in here. There used to be a tree out here, so it landed in here and then it bounced. So the Sosa one landed right about here. So in terms of the Kingman blast, it had Sosa beat him by about maybe 5 feet. And then the cool thing was, a few days later, the Fox TV station came out, one of those things they use in construction, GPS satellite tripod thingies. So they took a measurement from home plate. They came out here, took a measurement here, and they measured it 536 feet and 2 inches, something like that. So in terms of measurable distance, that was the exact measurement. And in terms of eyewitness account and all that, everybody seems to agree that it was the longest home run ever hit out of Wrigley Field.